Hello everybody, my name is Pravus, and welcome back to more Hearts of Iron 4 Palpatine's Gamble playing as the Galactic Republic. We started the war, maybe prematurely, I don't really know, but we're going for it nonetheless. I did kind of reorganize at least a couple things in the background. We had a lot more army experience, so I spent it to upgrade a few divisions. First off, it looks like my mistake as far as changing out some clone troopers and getting rid of the heavy artillery. Not actually going to come back to bite me because most of the free units we got on Geonosis actually came with it anyway. So now we're using some of this heavy artillery, and I did upgrade them with some support companies. I also expanded out the tanks. They only have an organization of 28, which isn't a lot, but they should have an absolute ton of soft attack now and stuff, so a lot of this is going to be helpful. Tons of hardness value, like that quite a bit. Not messing with pretty much anything else here at the moment, though, and I think we stop after this with these clone troopers, at least until I have a chance to reassess. Did discover that the ARC 170s are now available, so I bought those, got the rights. Now we're going to start auto-buying some of these. And then I've bought a few other ships and stuff back home as well on Coruscant. So these guys are my new navy here. Let's see, yeah, we need a lot more heavy ships. We can probably arrange that, though. Let's buy probably a couple of a frigate and an assault ship or something for now. Let's see how that works out for me. How do you like them apples? Pretty good, it turns out. So I wonder how many fighters we're actually going to be using here. We'll see how these kind of reorganize a little bit later. More outdated equipment in use. I think it's just the ships that I bought, so I don't really care too much. That's all fine. We are going to have a fuel crisis here pretty soon. We're landing troops over here. I cut off the assault over here because I think... Did she just die? I think she just straight out lost all my troops. I canceled this attack thinking they would retreat back home, and it looks like instead they all just died. That was a lot of wasted manpower and units right there. A lot of them. We've also, it appears, lost most of our units. No? We've lost all the units, I think, that were attacking over here. Yep, we completely lost those. Okay, so basically I've just thrown away tons and tons of units by not knowing what I was doing. It appears that if you fail a naval invasion, they're just dead. Straight out. So what we're now gunning for is the rapid development of some landing zones to try and get some supply for my troops so they don't just die of a lack of supply and attrition. And what this means is we need to rapidly be deploying to other locations instead. And hopefully, we'll find that our enemies have not deployed around any victory points or any landing zones, and we can quickly build up and entrench, get some supply, and as long as we're winning the naval game, we might be all right. At least on Geonosis, everything seems to be going well, but I'm learning some very harsh lessons about how the mechanics are different here, aren't I? As far as logistics, AT-RT walkers, we have nowhere near enough, apparently, for what I need. Yeah, duly noted. I'm kind of concerned about that. Maybe, in order to salvage at least something, so these guys are fighting at full strength, I swap these guys out for some land speeders or something. Actually, yeah, the speeders get me more organization than the other. Not to mention higher soft attack and breakthrough. Oh. Maybe swap one of these out for mounted infantry, weirdly enough. See if we can be fighting at full strength and not worrying quite so much about AT-RTs. There we go. That alone solves the problem, and we have plenty of speeder bikes to go around. That's not the issue. It's just now it's kind of a weird mix of a unit. But whatever, fine. So be it. It's all right with me. So they're trying to attack me in a couple places, but we are now getting supply here. We are, I think... We built up a landing zone here. We can only get one, though. You can't build out a lot of them. I still worry that this entire army is going to die. Because even with those landing zones, it appears not to be enough. There's just simply too many droids over here, and I don't really have a good way to relieve myself and run. Basically, if they hold out long enough that we can send a force off of Geonosis, awesome. If not, well, I'm sorry, we've lost too many troops. There's not a whole lot I can do about it now. I really wish that I had known that if you leave, you just die. Maybe it's because we didn't, like, hold... No, see, like, we retreated over here, and I think we were holding naval superiority. As far as I know, nothing was dying over there, and yet somehow we still lost it. Oh, I don't know. Alright. Nonetheless, so we have our landing zones and such. Like, I want to retreat these guys, except now I know they're all gonna die. So that doesn't exactly do me a lot of good, does it? Like, these units are all literally just gonna die. And then these guys are gonna die because they have nowhere else to go.
Men ready, General.
Yeah, that mechanic is rough. You've got to have lots of landings on a planet, I think. Okay. Well, what we're going to do is start training up a load of replacement clones. Loads of replacement clones to make up for the fact that we just got a lot of these people killed. Right? Hopefully. Anyway, I don't know. Yeah, we gotta scramble and get some stuff back. I'm now gonna be running out of fuel pretty aggressively here. Kinda need to prioritize these, thank you. Can we trade and get some fuel? Yes, Malastare. Let's go ahead and get some of that going. It's not enough. Bespin? Just trying to get a few. There we go. Now we're starting to get some fuel together. Okay, good, 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 good. The extra factories don't do me a ton of solid good right now. We'll go ahead and start producing some starfighters. We'll need some more artillery, I think. And then probably just start working on more infantry equipment more than anything else. We can get military high command now. Well, that's nice. Oh, well then yeah, put Mace Windu and Kit Fisto in charge there, please. Dear Lord. Need that. Yeah, so we're losing this fight. So you can't take a starport if it's being held. You just can't do it. You have to have already entrenched. These guys are dead. They're gonna hold out the best they can, but it's not gonna be enough. Alright. Alright. Harsh lessons learned, and now I have to find a way to try and fix that. We can try to patrol around this area and see if this helps. What I probably could do is tell one of these armies. Does anyone seem redundant? You know what? Hang on, maybe. If I can break through, let's say, some of these garbage Geonosians.
Ready, General.
And just get a big encirclement on this. Though they don't seem to be taking, like, any meaningful amount of attrition on this planet, which worries me. But if we can cut through these garbage Geonosians really quickly.
Ready, General.
Maybe I can free up an army on Geonosis and see if we can go and save something in the Techno Union. Maybe. Yeah, these guys are all dead. Well, Eth Koth, not the best way to start your career here, is it? On the plus side, these guys are going to be distracting them for a good long while. So as long as we keep the supplies going, that's a lot of troops that are just going to be sitting here with nothing else to do. Maybe we can land over here and they won't have time to respond. So are you guys taking attrition now? Because I can't tell. It is time to go ahead and start pushing with you guys. See if we can go ahead and crush all of you.
Ready for battle, sir.
I think the Geonosian units are really weak. So I think we can crush this quickly. And yeah, now they're taking attrition. So I guess victory points are worth a lot.
Men ready, General.
A lot of supply if you can get victory points under control. That's interesting. It's good to know.
Ready for
So the best thing to do then is be trying to take those cities as quick as we can. Take this, and is this going to create... Yeah, actually, there's a lot of supply attrition over here, too. 1 victory point's not enough. Oh, good. So Geonosis is totally going to fall. Okay, that's good, that's good. And we can see here that we're mostly just dealing with Geonosis in all of its glory right now. I don't think we're really fighting much of anywhere else. Okay, careful with this. You're all kind of fighting a little too much, too aggressively. Let's see if we can... Oh, these guys are holding it. We now host Christophus as a government in exile. A planet fell? I don't know where, I don't know how, but that's scary. Alright. All of you guys just go ahead and push.
Copy that.
Finish him off. Okay, we got this. So now they really have nothing. Let's stop pushing too hard. We're doing okay on manpower, we're still doing okay on equipment. A lot less speeder bikes all of a sudden, but that's fine. A lot less RT walkers as well. Purchase these, please. You can't auto-buy these for some reason, which makes me sad. You can buy more of these ARC 170s. I'm going to need as many clones as possible. At least we got plenty of money. Question, how is the Navy doing up over here? Does it have a lot of fighters? It's just... They're not using fighters the way I expect them to. I see some ARC 170s over here, but they're just not using fighters the way I thought they would. That's a little bit weird. Alright, I need a few more capital ships and a lot more destroyers. We'll do this. Still haven't had a really important naval battle yet. And did you lose all your troops? You did. Bye, CAC-10. Well, that was good. All right, so we just lost that entire army. Cool, cool, cool. We're learning. All right, we've expanded the clone army. Army experience. Turns out I didn't need that anymore. Clone commanders? Meh. Expand the fleet? Meh. Integrated air support? No. Local outposts. If we own the Rishi Moon, we get some citadels and some rectenas, which is radar. Eh. Infantry Tactics. Police powers, start working towards surveillance, see if we can get... Crackdown on crime. The Dangerous Ideas Act. I don't want to reduce research speed or weekly stability. None of those seem very good. Can people still secede mid-war? I assume that they probably can. It would make sense if they could. I have no troops left in the Galactic Republic up in Coruscant. If we get attacked, we are very dead. Yeah, I've lost a ton. I'm starting to think that I need to restart at a different point, but I'm going to hold out hope and see if maybe I can do this. I've screwed up pretty badly, is the simple way to put it. There's a few major screw-ups that have occurred here. But maybe we can find a way to salvage this and come back with far less units than I would have liked. Maybe. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and buy a bunch of things. Get some more light cruisers, get some destroyers, more of these ships. I like those the best.
The men are ready, General.
You guys help provide a flanking bonus. Crush all of this. They should have no organization. They should be getting overrun. Okay, so that's going to finish off quite a few more of these guys. All right, so that frees up an army. I've lost so many troops. Absolutely ridiculous. Good to know that these guys can hold if they can simply entrench, but they're also not committing very heavily in trying to take me out. All right.
The men are ready, General.
Can we...
Sir!
Where's Adigalia? You go ahead and start pushing. These guys shouldn't have very much supply or organization as we fight.
The men are ready, General.
I think.
Sir!
Let's go ahead and just try to cut a few of them off where possible. Are they going to have this many troops on, like, every planet? And how are we doing on supply? Pretty bad. We got a lot of units over here, admittedly. Maybe we can increase the amount of supply in a few areas by building a few more landing zones. That might be stupid. But I'm gonna try it anyway and see if we can just increase the amount of supply in this area. It's hard to say because I don't see the same kinds of supply lines. It seems like it kind of just starts here. So a landing zone might literally just be equivalent to free extra supply. It may not have to come from Coruscant. It may just be free supplies. And if that's the case, you want to be building lots of landing zones as you go.
Men are ready, General.
Let's see if we can go ahead and start crushing these little Geonosian bugs.
Ready for battle, sir. What are we waiting for?
The answer should be yes. Again, these guys just have garbage stats. Yeah, these bugs are bad.
Men are ready, General.
But at the same time, you know, we're taking a lot of attrition and whatnot. Troops. Oh, thank God.
Ready, General.
We have troops. Let's go ahead and send some of them over to Mace Windu. You want to try this one again, Shakti?
We're ready for battle, sir.
Right. So Naval Invasion order will go from here to, let's just choose someplace farther away. How about way over here? Okay. I'm not going to do anything with you right now. You stay put.
Sir.
But I'm curious what you'll be able to do. Okay, so the rest of you all should be pushing.
Men are ready, General.
We're losing organization very rapidly as we fight. Hunger on Rhodia is done. That should get me some supports for whatever reason. Let's go for Infantry Tactics, see if we can get some bonuses, make our infantry a bit better. Duralloy once again, running a bit low. We are making fuel though, so that's good. Continue producing whatever we can. We're gonna need some of the aluminum, because that's a thing still in Star Wars from Kashyyyk. Air wings. I don't suppose we can use any air wings over here. Looks like my allies are using all of them up. Curious if we want to get some ground hangers up. Like, how hard is that to build? Could I get some air wings set up? And could I possibly take the Air Force we have over here, like you guys, for example, and get some close air support going? We'll move you over here for the time being, and then your goal is to follow this group. No. Adigalia. So that'll get me a lot of air support. We don't really have any particular missions. Air superiority is what I'm shooting for. Close air support with you. Close air support and strategic bombing. Take out their landing zones. Any forts and anti-air that they might have. Also air bases and so on. All right. So these guys are going to flood the crud out of this, admittedly. But now we're going to get some air superiority going. And we have some Y-wing bombers. Maybe worth. Still can't build any V-wings. I don't even know if we need any more of those. Could buy bigger medium tanks, but I'd have to change a lot of things. Let's go for some more clones. How are we doing on those logistics? We still have plenty of clones. That's great. As far as Navy, buy more of those, buy more of those, buy more of those. There we go. So, wait, is this their last victory point right here?
The men are ready, General.
Might be.
The men are ready, General.
Let's take the tanks and see if we can push in over here. Take these Hive Spires and maybe Geonosis Falls. I assume that they can capitulate like anybody else. Geonosis is close to falling. The Confederacy of Independent Systems is this blue one right here, I think. Even though that's not the faction, that's technically everyone else. Okay, now we're pushing in this from multiple directions. We should be able to take this out. Yeah, go for broke here and take out Geonosis. I need to free up some troops. Got him! Geonosis is dead. All right. Ooh, we get to steal a bunch of their droids. I wonder if you can do anything with those droids. Probably not. Cool if you could, though.
The men are ready, General.
All right, so now you guys have, like, nothing left. So let's go ahead and finish you all off. Finish you
The men are
off.
ready, General.
Get you. Clear this all up. Own Geonosis so we can move elsewhere. So this is now a Galactic Republic planet. Whoop.
Sir.
Where'd you come from? Get over here. Okay, so this is good. This is one planet down. We've lost, you know, a friend, but Geonosis is going away. The Confederate independent system thing is gonna go away. Improved computing machines are done in Star Wars. I mean, it was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Better radar is not a bad idea per se, but I think we're gonna go for more shipyard outputs. We're gonna need more fuel and stuff in a bit. So this is getting taken care of, cleaned up. Good. All right, so we're done with Geonosis. So, has the time come now for a grand Saving of ETH costs troops. Maybe. I'm scared to do so, because I'd be committing a lot more troops that could all very horribly die. I think, first off, we need to get a lot of troops just off of Geonosis. It's taking up too much supply. So for now, gonna move you guys over to Rhodia. Just hang out over here and take up supply elsewhere for a minute while I get my organization back and we get reorganized. And one.
Ready, General.
Send 4 troops over here so she's not gonna have any issues. Okay. So we do that.
Ready, General.
Here's what I'm kind of thinking we do.
Ready for battle, sir.
We want to land in as many First off, let me just double check something. Supply, did we get a lot more supply generation? It does appear that building landing zones did get me more supply, or maybe it was just taking the victory points. It might have been just taking the victory points. Control of incoming edge provinces. That's interesting. So it's not just the landing zones, it's about also controlling the edge of the planet? Maybe. Local supply base, incoming. 3 limit, yeah. I think it does still sort of work. So what I'm wondering is, do we go for a very wide profile of lots of troops building lots of landing zones and hope that this is enough?
Ready for battle, sir.
I hate to risk these troops, but I think we do. I'm gonna split into at least 3 different armies, I think. Well, not 3 different armies, but 3 different groups.
Ready, General. Ready for battle, sir.
Of 8, since 8 apparently can entrench enough to hold. So we go from here to somewhere far away. Let's say over here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go from here to nearby. I want them to be able to support each other. Wait, that's just 1 division. I messed it up. Why is it doing that?
Ready for battle, sir. The men are ready, General.
There you go.
Sir.
Okay, get them, and then...
The men are ready, General.
I don't know if I want to risk all the tanks. Maybe we just do these to start.
The men are ready, General.
And then Depa Bilaba. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
The men are ready, General.
You do a naval invasion over... Let's say... here? And that's 8. We're going to try with those and see if that does me any good. And the goal is to land and then quickly build some starports so we get enough supply to manage this, and then we have as many footholds as possible with which to then take on this area. Split their forces so it's easier for me to land more troops and take them down. I don't know if it'll work, but it's probably worth a shot. Who else am I at war with around here? This planet over here needs to go, but I don't control Jabba's palace or anything, so I can't get to it easily. Oh, this is the planet we lost. Oh, the CIS literally took this one over. Got it. I knew we had another planet over here. That's the one we lost. All right. Well, I'll take care of that later, I suppose. Still trying to get some more troops evacuated out of here. We're just not getting enough supply. Tell you what, you guys go elsewhere too. I'm going to send you for area defense over Rothana. That way you can quickly cross the hyperspace lanes and get over here if we can succeed in our goal. We just have to hold out long enough to get some landing zones built. If this works, I'll have a better idea how this works. Toydaria is becoming a problem. If we do not conquer it fast enough, it looks like they get CIS. I don't know why Toydaria is a particular problem for me right now, but whatever. So we got a lot of extra factories again. It's so weird because I don't know what to build. I guess we can start building some of our own bombers and fighters and stuff. Let's get some more ships. Can I build these guys yet? No. Man, what does it take to get those unlocked? That's what I want. Oh, now we're actually in danger over here. Okay. Well, we don't have naval supremacy, apparently. Hang on. Tarkin, can you fix that? Do some naval invasion support, maybe? Because I need a launch. Let's go ahead and launch off with this guy. Okay, we just landed over here. That was pretty quick. They move fast, all right? No doubt about it. They move really fast. Build these. Get those landing zones up and running.
Men are ready, General.
I don't mind trying to take some extra spots for more landing zones if we think we can hold it. As long as we don't get our forces split up, I don't mind that. We can try, though. Come on, take it. There we go. Go ahead and build a third. And then we should be getting a fourth. Okay, now they're moving some droids over here, which we knew they were going to do. I can't build there because it's not actually a coastal province. Oops.
Ready for battle,
okay.
sir.
All of you are assigned here. Entrench and hold. Okay, so we've got that. They're going to be pulling troops off over here, which will make it easier for me to land reinforcements and then take the victory points. Depa Bilaba is ready to go. Go ahead and launch. Boom, done. One thing I did not consider, we're building so many landing zones, I don't have enough civilian factories for them all. But now we're producing some supply, and it's enough to supply all these troops. One landing zone goes a shockingly long way. Okay, that's good to know. If that's the case, yeah, one should be enough over here. I think this is going to work. I think it might.
Ready for battle, sir.
So, let's go ahead and assign you guys to an offensive line. Your real goal is basically to get up over here beyond anything else.
Men are ready,
Your
General.
goal is pretty much to follow up on the other side when possible. Make a U-turn. Go ahead and start pushing since we've got supply and they have like they have nothing. These guys have no supply at all. Look at this. Is it just their attrition? I don't know what it is, but these guys have like absolutely nothing to work with. And yeah, I've got enough supply that we can at least support some good sorties of troops. I think we figured it out. We figured out the strat. It's gonna work. Let's go for some more resource gain efficiency since I'm struggling on that front. Infantry Tactics is done. We could go for defensive, we could go for mass assault, or we could go for mobile army. I did none of those, so none of those are helpful to me. Defensive Tactics could be useful. But if we go for chain of command, we can get some extra stuff at the Camino Market. Which to me, at least, sounds good. Now we have supply for these guys, so they're able to push. I think it might be overly aggressive to try and send too many more troops over here, but we can at least send a few tanks, right? So let's go ahead and just... Oh, man, they move fast. Hyperspace lanes take no freaking time. All right, well, since we have enough, let's just go ahead and launch everything we got over here. We can bring everybody. Bring all your friends. We got enough supply to go around. We'll be fine. Okay, so now we're able to push from multiple directions, and we're doing fine. These guys, Eithkoth, you know what? You held the ground for long enough, buddy. You held the ground long enough. I'm not quite proud of you, but we'll work with it. Still have more units being trained up. Taking a while, but we're getting there. Logistically, we are out of AT-RT walkers again. So as much as I like these, I can't seem to get them fast enough. I think we have to go to our recruit and deploy and change these out again. And I'm still kind of leaning toward these mounted infantry. They give you more organization, more soft attack, and more breakthrough, which are the stats I care about the most. So we're going to do that. That should free me up quite a bit. By quite a bit, I mean at least a reasonable amount. Let's go ahead and start training up some additional tanks. Not too many at a time, though. Just a few. Deploy those up over here. So, for these guys, hi, Shock T, we could land her over here, but we already experienced they have lots of troops. You have to surround and surprise them, is what I've learned out of this. I'm not convinced I can send too many more troops over here without having issues. Maybe we could do one more invasion. But I'm not sure we want to, and now we're starting to encounter units that actually have, like, forces. We still okay on supply? Yeah, we're alright. Dat Wah, I think we take a few more clones. Send you here. That'll get me some much-needed reinforcements.
Ready for
It would be
battle,
good if we could possibly join these guys up.
We're ready for battle, sir.
Let's see if we can possibly find a way to join these guys up. And I think we take
Commander
these
ready,
guys and move
General.
to a different target. So where's another CIS world that we would like to take? Maybe up over here? Yeah, Audi Gallia and such, they could go for this. We could go for the Liberation Army. We don't know how many troops you guys have, but I can't imagine it's an absolute ton.
The men are ready, General.
So yeah, we're gonna move these guys off of Rothana. Don't think it's
Ready for
necessary.
battle, sir.
We will move you instead over to Bothawi. Whee!
We're ready for battle, sir.
I'll start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Ready
6,
for battle,
7,
sir.
8 troops. From here to... See, they got points right here that I want. But we want to start by distracting them far away. So we're going to start by moving them up over, let's say, here.
Sir.
And then 1... I know we're out of time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Something similar. We hold some troops in reserve so we can send more later if we want. But that worked pretty well for a beachhead.
The men are
And
ready,
then Adi
General.
Gallia. We don't need to protect Rhodia per se, but I do need some of your troops. 1, 2, whoops.
The men are ready, General.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
men are
6,
ready,
7,
General.
8. Coming off Rhodia, and you're also going to launch up over here, but in this general vicinity.
We're ready for battle,
And
sir.
then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hopefully these tanks don't take up so much more supply that this ruins it, but I don't think it will. Let me send you guys up over here. And I hope that these guys don't have enough troops for this to be a bad idea. Do we want to do more of this? Yeah, ground support makes a lot of sense. It would also make a lot of sense to build up a ground hangar. See if we can get some starfighters to assist and get me some much-needed close air support. We're trying to produce some more fuel, which is, you know, good.
Sir.
You guys have been moving very slowly. No, you stop what you're doing. Push forward. These guys have, like, no supply to
Men are ready,
speak of. Crush the droids. Get them out of here. These are the droids we're looking for. And boom, now we can join these guys up. They have actual Earth tanks. Go figure. Alright, so now their forces are joined up. So, they should be assisting each other. Interestingly, I lose a lot of supply by doing that. I was better off not letting them be joined up, because they had their own supply pools. Now, see, that's an odd mechanic. So what it means is we want to pull back on these guys and let them, quote-unquote, cut me off. As long as I hold these supply points, that's what matters. But I don't want to join forces up. We want to pull you guys back and let them go take this again. Weird. I don't like that because it doesn't make sense. You want to have two separate fronts, attack from two directions, don't join up until you're ready to go for the kill. A very bizarre way to do things. Very, very bizarre indeed. But alright. Either way, it looks like we should be about ready for some more naval invasions. So let's take my navy here. Tarkin, need you to stop what you're doing. We're going to start here, here, and here. Set you to patrol first, so you move there. There you go. Now you're on naval invasion support. And with that,
battle, sir. The men are ready, General.
not a lot of troops over here for some reason. Most of my troops are missing. Why aren't you guys getting up over here? Oh, that sucks. This means that at least one of these lines didn't actually work as intended. Whatever. You know what? We're out of time. I'll figure the rest of that out in a little bit. One thing to note, I'm going to be playing this series kind of intermittently a little bit. I have another project coming up that you guys are going to be looking forward to. Definitely recommend you stay tuned for that, but we'll be coming back to more of this, this mod with Palpatine's Gamble. And I'll have a chance to kind of reorganize some forces and see if we can launch another invasion around the Techno Union over here, because now I have more troops to work with, finally. We'll figure it out. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, then I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.